Okay, my temperature reads 97.3. I wish you can see this. It's right there. 97.3. You have to reverse that. Uh, today is uh, today is March the I believe it's the let me be specific here because I had to wake up this morning. But I'm making this video as a record because I've been treated with a doctor, and so today is March 29th, 2020 at 5:19 in the morning. And I had to wake up because I'm feeling good. I don't have a fever, don't have any cough, don't feel congested, don't have any drainage, don't have a drainage. Don't. I woke up today because I'm being irritated by the FBI satellite weapons. Okay, when you're reading your mind, you're broadcasting your mind to society and to the government. It makes you susceptible to terrorism. Okay, makes you susceptible to terrorism, electronic harassment, and satellite weapons. So they are watching me because I have a pending case in the United States Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, and they're trying to kill me to stop the fucking conspiracy because they're at fault for implanting me, broadcasting my mind. And so you see what's happening is that you trying to use this plague against me, but I'm healthy and strong, guys. And I spent let's see, let's take a look here. I was treated by a doctor on March 19, 2020 at the Christus Santa Rosa Hospital in New Braunfels, Texas at the Creekside. The cost for the ER visit was $923. Okay, folks. It's a conspiracy. They're trying to attack me so I can go back to the doctor and spend more money. Okay? And I want you to take a look at the bill. Okay? And I was seen there by a doctor called Dr. Christopher W. Phillips, MD. And you can see that there. Okay? We'll see my Dr. Phillips there. And now, if a doctor thought that you were maybe in harm to yourself, if you had symptoms of the coronavirus, if you're in grave danger, he wouldn't have discharged you, okay? We're already 10 days into this, and I'm healed and I'm fine, but you can't heal if they are continue to attack you and irritate you and sabotage the medical care and treatment of this doctor. Okay, it's like saying, okay, fuck the doctor. We want to get this asshole in the hospital, so we're going to sabotage him. Okay, and this weapon that they're using, folks, it can cut into your skin and your flesh, causing an infection. Okay, it's not the virus or bacteria; it's the fucking satellite that's attacking you, causing the infection, which the doctors today are wrongfully diagnosing. Okay, they're giving you some fucked up medication instead of giving you something to treat the fucking laceration that you're going through. Okay, the infection they're causing up there, because it's not a virus that they're shooting you with. It's a fucking radiation beam that they're shooting you with, magnetic radiation that's cutting into your skin, your flesh, causing the medical symptoms. Okay, you can go into www.targetedjustice.com, and you can look at the websites on targetedjustice.com, and you can see what I'm talking about. And I'm going to quote that here because I'm making this video because I have to see they're making my nose itch. They're attacking my nose because they have the power to do that. They can penetrate our homes, and they can penetrate our homes, our cars, our areas, and they will irritate you. What I mean is, folks, if you're going to the store and you're shopping and you have that dirty cart, they can tickle your nose and you can rub your nose, and then you get the infection. Okay. I haven't done these. I've got precautions. I carry sterile liquid gel. I wear a mask. So I'm preventing everything I can. But you have to go out and buy groceries to feed yourself, folks. You know what I mean? So take preventive measures. Wear a mask. Wear some. Always wash your hands, which I've been doing, and just take precautions, folks, because they're trying to get you to where you've touched something dirty, rub your eyes, rub your mouth, and you have an infection. Okay. Be precautions about that. The weapon is deadly. It's lethal. Okay. The media is not going to tell you. The media is not going to tell you we're under attack by satellites. They don't want you to know that shit. But we know that already. How do we know that? www.targetedjustice.com. Okay. I'm going to give you some more information here in just a minute. I gave you my vital signs already. I'm good to go. My vital signs. My pulse ox is 98. I'm breathing good. So it's the fact. The facts are the facts, folks, is that we're being targeted by our own government, and the FBI is failing to do their job. They're a law enforcement country that's sworn to protect us. The FBI goes to a school in Quantico, Virginia. They swear under oath to protect the Constitution, to protect the people, not attack your own people, which is an act of treason. It's an act of torture, and it's against the law to attack your people using weapons used for war. Okay, and so the FBI is involved in a lawsuit that I got going, so they're trying to kill me to cover up the conspiracy. So they're using these weapons. That's the only way they can get to me. It's a coward tactics of doing it because, you're attacking me. I can't defend myself. You have a satellite weapon and I have nothing. Okay, you have me implanted. You're tracking me, reading my mind, and then you're torturing me and you're trying to kill me, it's a crime, folks. And I'm going to tell you just a minute. Using weapons against your own people is an act of treason. Okay, it's against the law. It's torture, and it's in the Constitution. I can't stress it anymore. You cannot be attacking your people with weapons. Okay, you have the right under the First Amendment to protect yourself. But what if you can't buy that satellite to shoot back at those assholes? Then you're duped. You're fucked. So I mean. They're trying to use this coronavirus as a sabotage of what they're doing up there. Okay, I don't have the symptoms of coronavirus. I don't have the symptoms, but they're trying to attack me to make it worse, to make it so I can go see a doctor and spend more money. Okay, like you said, $900 that the taxpayer has to split. Okay, and if you can imagine $900 times whatever Americans are here, they're fucking trying to attack. So you don't rub your okay. So you don't understand that they're sabotaging this fucking country. If I pay $900 for an ER visit, okay, doctor sends me home, okay, they're doing that times all the Americans in this country. You go to an ER visit, they're charging you $900. You figure that fucking debt out that the country has to pay. That's a lot of fucking money, folks. Okay, they don't realize this shit, but the FBI is sabotaging our country. And if you don't believe me, like I said, www.targetedjustice.com. That's just the bottom line, folks. I can't stress that more to you. Okay. The media is going to lie to you. The media is a big cover up for everything, folks. They're the major cover up for the conspiracy. They won't let you know that we're under attack because they don't want to spread fear. They're spreading fear with the fucking virus. Why don't they spread fear with the fucking satellite weapons? It's a conspiracy, folks. And they won't discuss that via media because they don't want to scare the population because they're too busy invested their fucking money. And if it was to go to court, in discovery, we would discover all that. We would discover that the FBI is invested in terrorism, that they've invested in stocks and bonds, and their hidden assets to attack Americans. That's a crime, folks. That's a fucking crime, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to go to court to fucking spread the word. Okay. Www.targetedjustice.com. Okay. I'm going to cite here just a minute because they have, if you go into the front page of the website and scroll down on targetedjustice.com, go all the way down the web page, and you're going to see the key people involved in the investigation. Okay. If you go down on the first page, you're going to see, it says here, credible sources. The list shows, the list shows 33 medical doctors, PhD scientists, and former government agents that agree with our claim that the U.S. government is using illegal program of microwave targeting against civilians. We encourage and support all whistleblowers to come forward with their information. Some of us are proud whistleblowers and political activists and would gladly do it again. Okay, folks? These are all doctors on this page, folks. There's 33 of them, okay? They're not idiots. They all worked for the government at one point in time. and they're attacking us, but the FBI doesn't recognize. They don't want to recognize the evidence, the true crime, the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt that we are under attack by our own government. The FBI won't recognize that, but these people have. Okay. Once again, Richard Lighthouse. Richard Lighthouse is cited. He's a former NSA operative. Okay. And folks, and I'm trying to tell you this because it's happening, folks. They are sabotaging our country. They are sabotaging insurance industry to where you are. They are sabotaging the insurance industry, which is the insurance industry is asleep. They're sleeping, folks. They don't want to recognize that we're under attack by satellite weapons, causing fucking mass fraud. To the insurance payer, because if you go to the doctor and you consistently go to the doctor, your premiums are going to go up. They're going to increase because you're going to the doctor several times. And it's going to increase your premiums. Okay, it's fraud, folks. All right. We're going to take a look here on the web page here. Go back into the web page and look at the on the first page here. It says latest news. It says on March 24, 2020. 2 months ago, Targeted Justice sent cease and desist letters to the Houston Fusion Center, the Houston FBI office, and Houston InfraGard. No one has responded to our allegations. If they truly believe we were wrong, they would attempt to contact to meet with us and correct the record. After 2 months, no response. The eGuardian and iGuardian, okay, I'm going to say again, the eGuardian and iGuardian network files hold the proof of their criminal activities, okay? All right. So, this organization is very big, folks. Like I said, if you don't believe me, type it up. It's evidence. And I don't care what the FBI says. They are neglecting and they're acting with malice because people are dying and they're using these weapons to kill Americans as a form of genocide. Okay? It's treason. Okay? And if you don't believe me what treason is and what sabotage is, okay, let's take a look at a couple of laws here. What is treason? Okay? Treason, okay? Treason itself, we look at the form of treason. And the law says, if you look at treason, folks, it says treason against the United States shall consist only levying war against them or in adhering their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of two witnesses on the testimony of two witnesses to the same act. Okay, let me read again. I'm going to say it again. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of two witnesses to the same overact or on confession of an open court. Okay, folks? We have 33 medical witnesses, folks. What fucking more does the FBI need? Okay? And it continues to go on. Articles 3, Section 3 authorize Congress to set penalties for treason, but not to change the definition or create degrees of treason. The federal treason statute 18 U.S.C. Section 2381 mirrors the Constitution's language and imposes minimum penalties of 5 years imprisonment and a $10,000 fine. A conviction bars a defendant from holding any federal offices and carries the possibility of death penalty. Folks, this is a fucking serious crime. It's death penalty. When you're attacking your own people, such as the FBI, it's treason, folks. It's a fucking crime, and they know it, and they would have to close down their fucking businesses, okay? It says here, I'm going to say again, no person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of two fucking witnesses. We have 33 doctors of the same overact or on confession of an open court. Folks, there's a law, folks. 18 U.S.C. Section 2381, okay? All right. Another law to look at here. Look at the torture law. Okay? Look at the torture law. Torture federal law. Torture federal law says here. Okay? And I'm going to cite that law. If you go to Title 18 USCA 13113C, torture, it defines here. Okay? What's the definition? Torture means an act committed by a person acting under the color of law specifically intended to inflict severe physical or mental pain or suffering, okay, upon another person with his custody or physical control. Okay? I mean, folks, this is serious stuff here, folks. Okay? And as a country, And as an FBI agent, as a law enforcement agency, you're neglecting Americans. They're dying, and it's negligence per se. You should close down your doors, folks. You should close down your doors as an act of Congress. Come forward and confess what you're doing. Come in front of the Senate, in front of the hearing panel. Okay, folks, this would not be here if people were not if people were insane, folks. These are medical experts or doctors. I'm going to take a look at another site here. They're called PAX International. And I cite PAX International because PAX International was with me all along since the year 2000 when I filed my lawsuit against the Navy and the VA, trying to claim aiding and abetting the crime, trying to aid the people attacking us by compensating me. You're compensating me to stop a crime, which is aiding and abetting, and it's also bribery, folks. Okay, what the VA is doing. Okay, look at PAX International at www.pactsntl.org. People Against Covert Torture and Surveillance. Okay, they have several pieces of information, folks, and it's evidence. They have key witnesses. They have a lot of information. These people are professionals. They're ex-veterans. They're ex-military, and they're ex-government employees, folks. And, they would not be writing this stuff if they were insane, folks. Okay? The facts are the facts. The evidence is there. The FBI is ignoring the American people because they are sabotaging our country. They are sabotaging the medical insurance industry. They are sabotaging the work of doctors and medical experts, okay? Because there's no war. And what do they have to do but to use it on us? Okay? I can't stress it anymore. I can't give you any more information. It's there, okay. But I want to focus on one person individually because this started back in 2000. Well, it started for me in the military, but I got more evidence about to the year 2000. I came upon a doctor at John Hall. John Hall was a medical is a medical. John Hall is a medical anesthesiologist. Okay, Dr. John Hall is a medical anesthesiologist. Okay, he wrote the book called A New Breed of Satellite Terrorism. Okay, he wrote the book Guinea Pig. Okay, guinea pigs. Okay, you can buy them on Amazon as Guinea Pigs Technology of Control. Dr. John Hall is a practicing anesthesiologist. Okay, he is a practicing anesthesiologist in San Antonio. Okay, he has a business. Okay, folks, if the Texas Medical Society, who issues doctors' licenses, and I'm going to say it again, if the Texas Board of Medical Doctors thought Dr. John Hall was insane, they would not let him practice medicine, folks. This doctor is a practicing anesthesiologist. He's an American Academy of Pain Medicine. He belongs to the North American Neuromodulation Society. He belongs to the American Society of Anesthesiologists. He belongs to the American Board of Anesthesiology. He's Mayan Science Foundation. He's an American Association of Physicians and Surgeons. He belongs to the American Association of Pain Management and Ultrasound, Bioethics Beyond Borders, International Neuromodular Medicine. Okay, this is a professional doctor, and you can go to drjohnhall.com and look at his website. His business is called Anesthesiologist Acute and Chronic Pain Management. Okay, the doctor knows about pain. He knows about medicine. He knows about science, and this is an expert, folks. And so you're ignoring the facts that this doctor is practicing medicine. And you're ignoring the fact that this is substantive evidence that we're trying to give to the FBI, which they're ignoring. Okay? And like I said, all we need is a hearing, folks, to present this evidence, and they're denying it. Okay? Now I'm going to go back to some serious information here because I want you to understand what TargetedJustice.com has done. Okay? TargetedJustice.com created a mandamus petition, MANDAMUS petition. You can research this. These documents are not sealed, folks. You can go look at it yourself. A mandamus petition was created by the targeted individual, and it was sent out It was sent out on April 25th, 2019 to Mitchell Newrock, okay, General Counsel. Mitchell Newrock is a general counsel, and he filed this in the Southern District of Texas. Sent it to United States Attorney Ryan Patrick, okay? And they were seeking out the impanelment of a special grand jury to start this investigation. And what does this U.S. District Attorney do? He declines to seek the impanelment of a special grand jury, okay? I mean, this is hard evidence, folks, okay? All right, so on July 29th, let's see here. Let me go back to where it started from. Okay, so the mandamus action is an order that is issued from the court commanding an individual to perform a particular act which is required by law as an obligation. This is a petition to the U.S. Attorney's Office. It is called a mandamus action to enforce or to force a government employee to do his job. That they are requesting that a grand jury is formed to investigate the evidence and claims of targeted individuals and to bring criminal charges against those responsible. If the U.S. District Attorney fails to move forward with the grand jury, then we may have grounds to sue him, okay? On April 29th, the letter says, to the Honorable Ryan Patrick of United States Attorney, Southern District of Texas, United States Attorney's Office, 1000 Louisiana Street, Suite 2300, Houston, Texas, 77002. It says, in re, petition to report federal crimes to a special grand jury pursuant to Section 18 U.S.C. 3332A, okay? United States Attorney, it says, Dear United States Attorney Ryan Patrick, Targeted Justice, Inc., Targeted Justice, an organization representing targeted individuals, hereby submits to you as United States Attorney for the Southern District of Texas this petition and exhibits thereto to report and to provide factual information regarding certain federal crimes that have been committed within your district and other districts in the United States. These petitioners respectfully request that you submit this information to a special grand jury that is impaneled or will be impaneled, okay? The United States Attorney has a duty pursuant to Statute 18, Section 18 U.S.C. 3332A to present to a special grand jury citizens' reports of information regarding federal crimes. Okay. The undersigned request that you submit this petition is attachments and the information therein is to an impaneled special grand jury pursuant to A 18 U.S.C. 3332B, the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, right to petition the government the right to petition the government for redress, and C, the constitutional rights to report crimes to a grand jury. Okay? Further, we request the jurors and randomly selected. There should be no conflict of interest, no law enforcement, legal, or personal acquaintances. We request full transparency and accountability. The full text of the proceedings should be publicly available. We request there will be no gag orders or blaming the victims. Okay? If our community of petitions determines that the grand jury has failed to properly consider the testimony and evidence of our many scientific experts, then we can only conclude that our cover-up was performed, not an investigation. The mission of targeted justice is to expose, permanently end the serious crimes against targeted individuals worldwide. Thank you. And it's got 86 electronic signatures, folks. And here we go. Dr. Robert Middlebrook, PhD. Okay? These are doctors, folks. These are doctors and professional experts that you can view, folks. Okay? So what happened to the grand jury panel? Let's continue on here. Okay? So, an update. On July 18, 2019, letter received from Mitch Newrock, General Counsel for Department of Justice in Houston. On or about April 25th, 2019, you submitted a petition requesting that Ryan K. Patrick, United States Attorney for the Southern District of Texas, submit information to a special grand jury that is impaneled or will be impaneled concerning us. You put it in certain federal crimes that have been committed within your district or other district in the United States. No special grand jury is impaneled in the Southern District of Texas. No special grand jury is impaneled in the Southern District of Texas. United States Attorney Patrick declines to seek the impanelment of a special grand jury. Sincerely, Mitch Newrock. So he declined it, folks. Okay. Section 18 USC Section 3332 of the Constitution says that you are allowed to do this. Okay. Here's an update. Updated July 2019. Richard Lighthouse had a phone discussion with Mitch Nurok, General Counsel for the Department of Justice in Houston. Mitch Nurok confirmed the receipt of the petition and confirmed that the attachments were accessible on the targeted justice website. They were reviewing our petition. He could not provide an estimate of when they would make a decision. Okay. So that was July 20th, 2019. And so here we go again. We are being denied assistance. We are denied an investigation, and it's not fair, folks. And you have the right to question this stuff, to call the Southern District and receive a copy of that because it's public record. But you want to know that these people that are appointed in office, these judges and these attorneys are not biased, and they're acting within their scope of their duty as an attorney to listen to the complaints of American citizens and not deny them, okay? All right. So www.targetedjustice.com. I can't stress it anymore, folks. And if you need more information, and if you need more evidence, type in Dr. Robert Duncan and Jesse Ventura. Look at the website, folks. He started this off. Dr. Robert Duncan started this whistleblowing way back when, folks. Okay. He came out and he blew the whistle on the CIA because the CIA is completely involved, and you can watch it, folks. Watch it on YouTube. If you go into YouTube and you type in Jesse Ventura on YouTube, type in Jesse Ventura interview with Dr. Robert Duncan. And if many of you don't know who Jesse Ventura is an ex-Navy SEAL. He is an ex-governor of Minnesota, and he's discussing this with Dr. Robert Duncan, who is an ex-CIA operative. Okay, he's an ex-CIA operative. Okay. So, I mean, this is just documentation evidence for you, folks. I mean, I can't stress it anymore. And they continue to attack me. I'm healing, feeling better. But they're continuing to attack me. They're trying to attack me so I can irritate me more. So they keep me in the hospital, folks. I mean, they're trying to make this fucking illegal implant work. I'm broadcasting it, my information to society. You're intercepting that, and it's against the law. Okay, it's illegal eavesdropping and wiretapping. It's espionage. It's been going on since 1994 while I was serving in the Marine Corps during an act of war. It's espionage, folks. And the FBI won't investigate, and they're covering up this entire conspiracy, okay? Here we go. So if you look up Jesse Ventura, and you will see that, and Dr. Robert Duncan, you can also follow Dr. Robert Duncan on Facebook. He's on Facebook. Some of the information, like I said, is on YouTube, folks. Dr. John Hall. I mean, Dr. Robert Duncan's got a book called Taming a Demon, and Project Soul Catcher. You can look at that. This is all evidence, folks, that the FBI is denying. But I want to close out. I'm feeling better. I don't have a fever. My pulse ox breathing is 98%. And like I said, they're trying to kill me to cover up a conspiracy. But I challenge you to follow my case. Type in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Okay. Type in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Okay, on YouTube, wherever you want, or on the website. Type in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Okay, and you can go into. You can get a copy of it. Okay, go to case information. Go to case information and e-filing on the website at United States Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit. Honorable Priscilla R. Owens, Chief Judge. Go on to case information and then go into docket information. When you go into docket information, it's going to take you to a website. You have to have access to that. But you can request a copy. It's open to record. The case number is going to be 19-51131, Benavides versus Mr. Barr. ETAL. Okay, there's a lot of people involved in this. There's the FBI, the DOD, the Navy, the VA, Department of Justice, the DOD, because we want them to understand what they've done, folks, and we want to correct the problem. We don't want to hide the problem, but the FBI is trying to kill me to cover up a conspiracy. They don't want this to go on. And so I leave this to the judges, man, because the judges have a duty to investigate this and take this and close this case out and hear the crime and stop the crime. You don't want to beat around the bush and hide the crime is what they're trying to do. They're trying to hide the crime by attacking me with satellite weapons and trying to kill me to cover up a conspiracy, folks. You want to stop a case. If you're a federal judge, you want to stop a case, a crime from happening. You don't want to sit there and beat around the bush and let society know what's going on, or let the government know what's going on. When you know what's going on, we know I'm broadcasting my mind. You're reading my thoughts. You want to stop this crime from happening. You don't want to continue on and beat around the bush like they've been doing since 2000. Beat around the bush and ignore this crime. You want to stop this crime now. You don't want it to continue to go on. But like I said, and like Dr. Robert Duncan said, they're not going to stop the torturing unless the Americans agree of being implanted and tracked. Okay, they're trying to make a profit out of this to track you and torture you and kill you. That's what the crime is. That's what the disasters are caused. They're trying to create worldwide disasters because they want you to accept that they need to implant you to track you to know your business, and it's not right. It's against the law. It's illegal eavesdropping and wiretapping. There's all kinds of crimes involved in that. Okay, so I challenge you. Go to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, the United States Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit at www.ca5.uscourts.gov, and look at the case number 19-51131. Okay, they're trying to hide a conspiracy. They're going to try to kill me. Today is March 29, 2020 at 5:49 a.m. And I'm going to sign off here because, like I said, I had to wake up. They're attacking me. They don't want me to heal. It's an act of treason. It's an act of war. It's an act of torture. It's sabotage. And when you sabotage a doctor's work, it's a federal crime, folks. Okay, sabotaging federal law is a serious crime. It's almost, you almost have the death penalty for that. Okay, if you look at Chapter 18, 105 sabotage, you will see that they are sabotaging this country. They are sabotaging insurance industries. They are sabotaging the work of doctors using these weapons of satellite weapons. Okay. And if you don't believe me, they're out there. Look at Richard Lighthouse. Okay. Richard Lighthouse has got a lot of information on the weapons itself. Satellites have existed since 1950. Okay. And since the 1950, they have put a lot of weapons on these satellites, folks. That's all I can say. They're using it against us. They're trying to kill us and torture us, using the hidden conspiracy of the coronavirus, so they can attack and kill people. And that's what they're doing. Okay, I'm gonna sign off. It's 5:31 a.m. on March 29, 2020. I'm feeling good. Like I said, you saw my temperature. I'm healthy. My pulse ox is 98%. And all I can say is keep your doctors liable. Hold them liable. They have medical insurance, medical malpractice insurance. Keep them liable. Keep them on their toes. Thank you.